This might be the ultimate YouTube hack. Most YouTube strategies focus on getting views, but this strategy focuses on a viewer's session time. Session time is when a viewer watches multiple videos in a row. This is what YouTube cares about because it keeps viewers on the platform longer. The goal is to get a viewer to binge watch your videos. This will increase your watch time and YouTube will push your videos, resulting in more views and subscribers for your channel. This simple strategy is completely free and anyone can do it no matter your channel size. The secret is hacking your end screens. End screens are your video's final call to action. After receiving a ton of value from your video, your viewer is left with this final presentation where they have a choice: to close out your video and look for something else, or to click your end screen and continue watching your videos. After examining my previous videos, I've identified a few problems and have found a better way to approach end screens. And man, have I been messing up. Let me explain by showing some of the mistakes that I've been making. I have ended the past 100 of my videos with this sign off. Well, that's going to about wrap up this video. I hope that you have enjoyed it and found some value from it. Before you guys leave, make sure to like this video, subscribe, turn on notifications, and as always, stay creative. Peace. Then I would show my end screen. The problem is that most people have gotten used to this typical YouTube sign off and end up closing out the video before it even makes it to the end screen. Now, for the few people who actually made it past the sign off to the end screen, a new problem surfaced because I was giving them too many options. My end screen had my profile picture for subscribing, a recommended video, and a specific video that I would choose. That's 3 options for the viewer to choose from with only about 10 to 20 seconds to decide. Plus, they had no context for these videos other than the thumbnail. And as good as these thumbnails may have been, it wasn't setting up my videos for success because I was forcing my thumbnails to compete against each other, potentially overwhelming the viewer. This is potentially the biggest mistake of all because I wasn't telling my viewers why they should keep watching. All I was doing was putting up the end screen with no direction, just hoping and praying that somehow the viewer would decide to take a chance on the content. Well, I'm happy to say that there is a better way. I've now addressed these mistakes and have seen a major shift in my analytics when it comes to end screen performance. Let me show you what I did. First, I killed the sign off. Rather than hard stopping my video with a typical YouTube sign off, which gives the viewer a chance to leave, I've started treating my end screens as the final point of the video. Secondly, I only give the viewer one option. So their choice is simply, do I watch this? Not which one do I watch? And finally, I sell it. I tell the viewer why the next video will benefit them, and I try to tie it into the video they have just finished watching. For example, I recently did a video on lighting with color backgrounds, and here's the end screen that I used. Now that you have an awesome color background, let's make sure that your thumbnails are looking great as well. Thumbnails are a potential viewer's first impression and will persuade them to click on your video or scroll past. To learn some power tips that will help your video stand out and get the click, continue on to this video here. And as always, stay creative. Peace. It naturally encourages viewers to continue on to another value-adding video about thumbnails by telling them why they need it, and that why is directly related to the video they've just watched. And guess what? At the end of the thumbnail video, I do this again. So now I create this train of videos that are working for each other with a specific call to action, which will help increase a viewer's session time. With this technique, I'm turning a viewer's initial click into multiple video views. Now we are about to dive into some practical end screen tips, but before we do, let me tell you how you can level up your videos with today's sponsor. As a YouTuber, vidIQ is one of the most powerful tools that I use. I spend a lot of time shooting and editing, and I want to make sure that each video I make is putting its best foot forward. That's where vidIQ comes in. I don't know a ton about SEO or the algorithm, and thankfully with this tool, I don't have to. From recommended tags and keyword research to trend alerts and channel audits, vidIQ has become a massive part of my content strategy. Now I always know the best time to post, and I can see how my channel is performing against the competition. I've used other tools that are out there, but I found that vidIQ is the easiest to use, the quickest to set up, and the most effective. Now I spend less time optimizing and more time creating. Check them out at the link in the description below. All right, now let's talk about a few practical tips to help your end screens. Keep in mind that end screens are only displayed up to 20 seconds, so make sure that your final end screen pitch is less than 20 seconds. Place yourself to one side of the frame so that you can actually point to the end screen and position it appropriately. Use phrases like "continue on to this video" to encourage viewers to stay on your channel. Check your end screen's performance by going to a video's analytics, then engagement, and scrolling down. This way you can see how your end screens are performing. Using these techniques, my end screens have gone from about 1% to 20%. Also, check out the analytics of the videos that you're recommending on your end screens. You'll probably start to notice some spikes in views for older content. End screens are just one part of a YouTube strategy, and there's a lot of steps that go into making your channel successful. One of these steps is creating irresistible thumbnails that help get the click to start a viewer's session. To learn my secret thumbnail strategy, continue on to this video here. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay creative. Peace.